Yeah, my shawty good at math, she speak Japanese. Set her credit card, ain't got no limit like masterpiece. Run that fire right on me, it be singing like it's after me. Got some sour right in me, it be burning like gasoline. If the paper start getting low, I start back kicking dough. Watch me hit the pistol pose, gripping what it's hitting for. Dipping and I'm switching modes and some better fitting clothes. Pitching at these women getting chose like a pimp supposed. Listen how she sitting close, listen to how I'm spitting flow. Round the clock, we always eating even.
It's not. Just a rainbow. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
It's funny. We're live from a cool place in Arlington.
Yes.
You know, that's
we are in Arlington, aka our studio with a really cool backdrop.
Well, it's good to see everybody in this.
Yes.
They're trying to say cold. I think it's a beautiful spring morning.
It's gorgeous outside.
There you go.
Yes.
So we've got lots of fun planned
Gorgeous.
for today. Lots of great speakers, lots of great Samson updates. We are not going to talk a ton about the NAR settlement situation, but
we're not.
We'll touch on that and direct you to our lovely town halls to talk more about
Yes.
that. But excited to see everybody in studio today. Get a little crowd. Good little crowd noise. Let's go. There you go. You can tell Laura's here. That lifts the energy for everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
Ms. Bean is in the house.
In the house.
Special shout out to Star Movers for bringing some Chick-fil-A breakfast for everybody today.
Best chicken biscuits ever.
So
good job, Star
Good stuff
Moving.
there.
Thank you.
Please support Star Movers.
Yes, support them.
With that, we will jump into our content
heroes.
for today.
Let's go to heroes.
Our heroes are people that were able to not only use Cardinal Title Group, but were to get their listing size to come to Cardinal. So fantastic stuff there. We will start our list. I'll do the first slide there. Mr. Adam Shively, great job, my man Adam. Addie Graves, Allison Pages, Andrea Hayes, Andy Shannon, Angel Wong, Arslan Jamil. This is like an all-star list.
Look at this list.
Badar Zaman, Bani Canstania. It's from the Seinfeld.
Costanza. Oh, can I launch
It's
in
when
there?
the person made fun of George.
Costanza.
Canstanza.
That's funny.
Vanny Costanza, Becca Larson, Brandon Carroll, and Karen O'Brien.
Carolyn Young 4 times.
There you
Nice
go,
job,
Miss Young.
Carolyn. Uncle Casey, our speaker today, 2 times. Thank you. Christina Pearson, Chris DiNapoli, Chris Urich, Cindy Martin, Claudia Cornejo, Dana Ashlock, David Luckenbaugh, Deepak Verma, Demetrius DeVega, and Dennis Cooper. Thanks, guys.
Dorothy Beach, Eddie Borgen, Erla Reyes, Eunice Rancy, Gabriel Jarjuri, Gail Jackson, Georgina Welsh, Greg Kalangian, India Pope, Jack Goodwin, Jennifer Fang, and Joe Azer 2 times.
Oh, a huge thank you to John Burgess, John McCambridge. Hey, look, John Burgess just joined us.
I know.
And he's already
Rock
getting
and
those
rolling.
listings over here. Awesome. John McCambridge, Kathy Pippin, Kathy Shank, Kelly Snell, Kevin Woods, Lon Choi, Leslie DeLeon, Layla Rogoff, Lauren Logan, Lulu Arden Jason, Marsha Payne, and Mark Millsaps. Thanks, guys.
Martina Burns, Matthew Caudle, Michelle Gibson 2 times, Natalie McCarter, Nicole Hatch, Natine Guman, Orantes Patrick, Nicole Caldwell, Patrick Schnabel, Peggy Remlin, Pino Bulipangsanen,
Nice job.
Rotanak Oy, and Roxanne Southern
Nice
6
job,
times,
Roxanne. Fantastic.
Bringing all the lists.
Bringing the heat there. Shazad Ali, Sherry Young, Sherry L. Little, Sophia Ellis, Sonia Bashu, Stephanie Diamani, Tara Lowe, Tolson Music, Tom Saporito, Will Kilker, sorry about that. William, acting like the mama with the full name. Will Kilker, William Restrepo, and Yama Abbasi. Thank you guys
Thank you all so much for getting your listings
for
to
all
Cardinal
of your
Title
listings.
Group.
Yes.
In the last month, we've been busy. We have
Something happened.
Laura's playing her cell phone out loud. We had 92 new family members join Samson Properties, join our family. So welcome to our 92 new family members.
Yes. Super exciting, some of these boomerangers and industry people
So
that
these
are well known.
Yeah, there you go. So these are sorted by their previous company. I think I
Yes.
called out Laura, but it was actually Pat's phone.
Laura got blamed. It was
Laura
Pat.
got blamed. So these are sorted by their previous company. And then remember, on the right, you can see what office they've joined.
So say hello, make a buddy.
Say hello, make a buddy if you see they've joined your office. So I'll start with Iris Apunte from Avery Hess Realties. Avery Hess Realtors, easy for me to say. Jason Jones from Bennett Realty Solutions. Jennifer Ariza Paredes from Casals Realtors.
Boomeranger.
A boomeranger. Aisha Burney from Century 21 New Millennium. From Coldwell Banker, we had Tanya Calhoun-Polly, Marinella Arisa, and Cortland
Amico Para.
We're
going with that.
And Miza Meshmesha. And then from Customer Realty, we had Asmita Jain. From Evergreen Properties, we had Ishmael Jabi.
All right, also from Evergreen, Sunil Aurora. And then Exit Landmark, we have Anna Johnson Jurgens. From EXPs, we have Miriam Furtag, who is a boomeranger as well. We have Kelly and Sean Price. And from Fairfax Realty, we have Lois Jones. And from Inactive to Active, we have Simran Kang, Brandon Cobb, Denise Pulliam Holiday, and Candace Watts is a boomeranger.
Couple more inactives back to actives here. Naomi Todd, Tiana Hawkins, Tyree Word, Tatiana Nelson, Matthew Williams, Timothy Latif, Melanie Jones, and Nicholas Hill. From Inc. Homes and Lifestyle, we had Danielle Ruffino. And then from Jacobs & Company Real Estate Company, we had Shada Mufare.
Also from Jacobs, Nora Alejandra Lopez del Pino.
So Melissa Case, I want to shout out. You came over from Jacobs and brought a couple friends right away. So thank you for that. We have a bunch of Keller Williams here. You're up, sorry. I jumped in on you.
You missed my Nora Alejandra Lopez del Pino.
That was fantastically done.
I thought that was well done.
I think you might be like 90% Spanish.
I am 90% Southern Spanglish.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Rocking on.
All right, Keller Williams. We brought Stephanie Seeley, Wado Brobry. We have Reiko Satterwhite, Madi Navahandian, Deanna. Oh my God, I am struggling. Sorry about that, Deanna. Diana. What did I say?
Deanna.
Look, tomato. Diana.
There you go. Nailed it.
Yeah, the tongue is not working.
Six tries.
Oh, sweet Jesus. All right, Diana Carrasco, also Emma Moody, and Avangela Bond, and then also Elizabeth Sager and Monica Swan. We had, Keller Williams hates us.
They do, and still some more coming. A
Come
lot more
on.
Keller Williams. Tarika McDuffie, Hershey Yens, Jennifer Rousey, Carolina Brader, and Roger Wazen. From Lee Beaver and Associates, MD,
Wahid Duzaman.
Yes. From Legacy City Builders, Cleo King. From Long and Foster, we had Simone Isaac, Risa Robinson, and Felicia Brown.
From LPT, we have Melissa Case. From Nest Realty, we have Brian Rivers and Lauren Haney and Jessica DeLeo.
Yep.
And then all new agents, welcome to the business, Vivian Amos, Tyler Conway, Brandon Nimi Boca, Mukesha Sahu, Jasmine Proctor, and Paige Talley.
I think that I want to shout out Brian Rivers and Lauren Haney, both coming back to the One South team there from Nest. So those were boomerangs for that team. So shout out to those guys.
Awesome.
A whole page of new agents. A lot of people, congratulations on passing your test and joining our family. We've got Lakshana Chopra, Paula Cooper, Henry Duncan Jr., Alexis Gonzalez, Layla Rendo, John Wood, Adelaide Aduku Fakam Reed, God bless you, Vibs, Joshua Hutchins, Ryan Human, Francisco Mejia Pinto.
We also have Sean McMahon, Olga Leonova as new agents. From New Western, we have Airly Lyle. From Next Home, we have Paul and Paula Wilmont. From Pacific
For
Realty.
a second, you thought that was a double.
I did.
There you go.
I was like,
All right.
but I'm going with it. From Pacific Realty, we have Setagopan Rajagopalan.
Bam.
Nailed it. Pearson Smith, we have Daniel Maldonado. From Remax, we have Kenneth Adertoye, Real, Gaurav Jaitley, and from Realty One, we have Tanya Martin. Welcome, everyone.
Also from Realty One, we had Joan Seal and Jeffrey Martin. From Red Cedar Real Estate, Brian Fowler. Returning agent, Christopher So. From Smart Realty, we had Juan Zamora. From Taylor Properties, Carmela Smith. From the Real Brokerage as well, Marta Bingham.
Marta's a
She's
boomeranger,
returner.
too, yeah.
Yep, TTR Sotheby's, we had Diana Domingo. From United Real Estate Richmond, you getting wood back there, Lynn? Shwanda Parker. From Beach Realty, Colette Julian. And from Weichert, we've got Anna Castillo.
Would that be Julian?
Alfaro,
Or
probably.
Maybe.
What did I say, Julian?
Julian.
There you go.
Del Pino.
Anna Castillo Alfaro and Carolina Escobar Castillo, both from Weichert.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome to our 92 new family members this week. And thank you to so many of you that were willing to refer people out there and have them, introduce them to Mark and I, have them come to a lunch and learn all about Samson Properties. The more people that join our family, the more we'll continue to take great care of them and help them to be successful with what we're doing here.
All day long.
All day long. Great
here.
input, Sarah. All right, so
All day.
now we're going to jump into our top producers for the month of February. 'Cause we're in
February,
March now.
yes. So congratulations for individuals in Virginia by transactions. We have Jennifer Fang with 6, Victoria Zal and Kamal Parka with 5, along with Keisha Washington and Joe Azer. Congratulations, you guys.
Good job, rock stars.
Absolutely.
Our top individuals in volume for Virginia: Victoria Zal, just under $5 million. Jennifer Fang, 4.475. Ooh, tied actually.
Oh wow, look
you
at
don't
that.
see that a lot with Yvette Lawless. We've got just over $4 million for Christine Song and Kamal Park. Great job, one of his first months with us, just under $4 million.
Nice job. Nice job. All right, so we're going to
Teams.
Teams.
Transactions.
I had to hit the
There
button.
you go.
I had to hit the button.
It's also on the screen.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let's not.
That's tough.
Let's not.
That's tough.
This
No
age
age
thing.
jokes coming.
This age thing's
No
really
age
hard,
jokes
people.
coming.
Yeah, so top teams, individual, oh my God. Top teams by transactions in Virginia.
We need a guest speaker
Boom!
for you today.
Maybe,
You
maybe.
gonna be okay? All right.
We've got Shepherd Homes Group with 38.
38 closings in 1 month. Way to
Congratulations, you
go,
guys. The Carolyn Young team coming on high
Woo!
with 32.
Woo!
We have One South Realty Group with 29.
This is February.
The
This is supposed to be
Redstone
a
Group
down
with
month.
12 and Major Key with 10. I know this is a slow
Fantastic
month, and
job
you
to
guys
those
are
teams.
killing it.
Awesome job. Those top 5 teams in volume.
Yes.
4 of the same and 1 new one in there. We've got Shepherd Homes Group, over $22 million in sales last month. Fantastic job. Carolyn Young team, just under $19 million in sales. One South Realty Group down in Richmond, just over $12 million. Redstone Group, 6.7, fantastic. And the Uncle Casey Sampson team, $5.4 million. Fantastic.
Are we going to like
Februarys.
DBA him as the Uncle Casey
I
Sampson team?
I should stop that, but He is Uncle Casey.
He is
He's
Uncle
always
Casey.
going to be Uncle Casey.
I've started calling him Uncle Casey. He's not even my uncle. Like,
No,
it's a
he's not.
thing. All right, individuals, transactions in Maryland and D.C. Tonga Turner with 9. Sam Sadecki.
9 is a lot.
Nine's a
Individual
lot.
agent in February, that's
Yes,
amazing.
rock on. Sam Sadecki, Rigoberto Ramirez Cruz, Oscar Batris, and Jessica Santizo with 5 and 4 respectively. Congratulations, you guys. That's awesome.
Top in volume for the month. Jaideep Gotra, 4.6 million. Tonga Turner, just under 4.5 million. Sam Sadeghi, 2.6 million. Rex Thomas, just under 2.4. And Rigo, just over 2 million. Good job
Rock
to our
on, you
top
guys.
performers individually.
So in Maryland and D.C., transactions by teams. The One Street Company with 23, John Burgess Group with 8. The Easy Way
The easy way.
with 6. And tied with 5 is the King Group and Team Flow D. Congratulations, you guys.
Our top 5 teams in volume for Maryland, D.C. One Street Company, 9.7 million. Great job, guys and gals. The John Burgess Group, they're the new great team that joined us, flipped our Burtonsville office around and became a Samson home. Their first full month with us, just under 3.2 million. Great job, John Burgess Group. The Easy Way, 2.7 million. The One Group, Arabella and Lisa up there, 2.6 million. And the King Group, just under 2.6 million. Great job.
Nice job. And in West Virginia by transactions, Adam Shively with 8.
Adam crushing it.
John-
and coaching his and cheering on his boys.
Yes, they were in the state championship, was it?
Yes.
Something?
State
Yeah,
tournament.
State
Yep.
tournament. John Vanzerdale with 5, along with the Diamond Home Team and Tara Lowe. And with 4, Monica Foster Team. Congratulations, you guys.
And in volume for West Virginia, the Monica Foster Team, 2.1 million. My man Big Adam Shiley, just over 2 million. John Vandersdale, just under 1.5 million. The Diamond Home Team, just under 1.3 million. And Holly Wilson, great job, just over 1 million.
All right, now we're going to overall all jurisdictions, company top performers by transactions. Tonga Turner, 9. Congratulations. Adam Shively, 8. Rock on, dude. Jennifer Fang, 6. And tied for 5, Victoria Zhao, Kamel Park, Sam Sadecki, Keisha Washington, Rigo Ramirez Cruz, John Vanzerdale, and Tara Lowe. Congratulations, everybody. That's a rocking
Fantastic
month.
job.
Yes.
And top 5 in volume individually for the whole company. This is really pretty awesome out of almost 6,000 realtors.
It is.
Victoria Zhao, 4.9 million. Jagdeep
Nice job.
Gatra, 4.6 million. Tonga Turner, just under 4.5. And then a tie, Yvette Lawless and Jennifer Fang with 4.475 million. Fantastic work.
Top performers teams overall by transactions.
That
The
is
Shepherd Homes Group, 38.
Uh.
The Carolyn Young Team, 32. The One Street Company, 23. The Redstone Group, 12. And Major Key Real Estate, 10. Rock on, you guys. Congratulations.
And in volume, top 5 for the company last month. Shepherd Homes Group, 22.4 million. Carolyn Young Team, 18.8. The One Street Company, 9.7. Redstone Group, 6.7. And the Casey Sampson Team, 5.4 million. So congratulations
Fantastic
to all of our
job, you
top
guys.
performers
Nice job.
for the month of February. I can't wait to see what March and April's numbers look like. February's that crazy. So
I know, that's guys, rock on. That says our spring is popping. Everybody go out there and get some business.
I have definitely seen an uptick.
Yes.
We track things week over week, contracts, settlements at overall for our company and for Cardinal, and we've seen dramatic increase the last couple weeks. So I know there's good stuff out there going on.
Spring popped a couple weeks early.
So the elephant in the proverbial room.
Oh, look what you did there.
You know what I did?
You did. Proverbial room.
So we've got, for those that don't know, we did our town hall yesterday at 2 o'clock. We had 500 visitors in there after it took me a couple minutes to figure out how to do a webinar instead of a meeting
Donnie
on
learned
Zoom.
how to do a webinar.
So
for
today
us.
is going to be smooth because we got the webinar all set up. So we have a town hall meeting today again at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, everybody can attend on Zoom. If you're here and you want to hang out, eat lunch, then hop on a computer here. Or you can all pile in Sarah's office and hang out with her.
Whatever.
But so what we want to do is really dive
Bring a
in
chair.
deep, hour and a half. We go into all of our thoughts about the settlement, answer every single question in there for the most part, and try to make sure that everybody feels clear. The 30-second overview I would have for this meeting, because we want to get on to other stuff for today, is this. The sky is not falling. It's not time to panic. We're all going to be fine. We're all going to work through this together. They have not stopped cooperative commission sharing between buyers and sellers, and listing agents and selling agents. We just need to, the only thing they've really done is they've removed that ability to put it in the MLS as a field. But we are going to find workarounds. We're going to work through this. The huge part is, yes, right now it feels like the whole public and every news article is against us a little bit.
But scary news sells
Scary
news.
news sells
Fake news.
papers,
Fake
but
news.
it's, so much of it's fake. It's not going to change the 6% commissions.
There is no
dead
seismic shift.
forever.
Or bomb
Realtors
going
are
off in real
dead.
estate. There's none of that.
Home prices are going to plummet.
Yeah.
None of these things are attached to any of what's going on.
There's no reality there.
We will talk more about that to make sure you feel
Yes.
comfortable. Talk about things that you can say to sellers, things you can say to buyers to help them. Also, the one thing I want to get out before I close, and you can read the email, obviously we sent Monday, but all of this, at its best case scenario, changes in mid-July if they actually stick with the things we're talking about. It's March 20th. We have 4 months until then. Nothing has changed the way that you interact with your clients right now. You want to prepare the way you talk. We're going to have a lot more education from Lynn and Richard and our whole company on how we can better prepare for this when it starts to take effect in mid-July. So don't freak out. Don't panic. Sky's not falling. We are here for you, starting today with the town hall to answer all your questions, to go through all that. But we could open it up here, but it'd be another hour. So we're going to
So we're pivoting. That's all we're saying about that topic.
Although I do think Uncle Casey and his thing might touch on it.
I'm sure.
Try to get Uncle Casey to not talk about something that's hot on his mind. But so I'd encourage you to log in at 1 o'clock, or if you didn't log in yesterday at 2 o'clock. I've had this question a lot too. Yes, we taped it. I recorded the Zoom. It is a mammoth file. So I'm going to see how we can do about getting that up on the Cardinal Nest for everybody, or putting it on a Facebook group or something so that people can watch it. But I did record it, and we'll attempt to record today's. Just a matter of us figuring out how to get an hour-and-a-half video from a Zoom onto somewhere. So I'm sure we can figure that out. People are smarter than me. Justin's nodding his head yes. So we will figure that out today and get that up as well.
Yes.
So look for that to come out.
And guys, it's going to continue to evolve because nothing ever stays stagnant for 4 months without evolution, right? And we are a resilient bunch. Realtors are resilient. We were resilient when buyer agency came about. We were resilient when we had to start charging commissions differently. We're going to be resilient this time. We were resilient when Bright came and we lost Matrix, and we actually went to a computer from things going across the fax machine and sitting on a desk in a hot sheet, right? We've seen so many changes. This is just the next one. We will evolve. We will be resilient. We will all prosper together.
There you go. All
Yes.
right. There you go.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, look at you. You guys start talking. Stop
My
bowing.
job here is done.
You got the next topic.
I'm next.
So you're not. You're,
all right, so we
this
have.
This is your baby
This
now.
is my baby now. All right, so we have. You might have heard restructured property management. In the past, we have had a structure that we were the only people in the free world that did it this way, and we took care of clients fine. But we carried a lot of liability and inconsistency across the board with the way we did property management, and we wanted to revamp them to give our clients, those landlords, a consistent, excellent experience at a high level for customer service. So we have rebranded and we have relaunched property management after we restructured them. So what does that mean? It means that we took in-house property managers that are actually working for Samson Property Management on payroll. We have appointment schedulers to schedule the appointments. We have people there to help engage, portals to engage, so that we've got consistency across our contracts, we've got consistency across our agreements, consistency across the customer service between the property manager and the client. And
see how many more times you can say consistency.
I know consistency. Consistency is my focus point. Also across the engagements that our tenants are having with the property managers as well.
With that also comes a really cool announcement, right?
It does. So we are open for business. We are not doing a full marketing push, but we are open and ready to receive.
We will start marketing pushing.
We will. April 1st
Okay.
will be our first
That's
marketing
coming.
push. It's
like
coming.
next week.
It
Let's
is.
just start now. Go ahead.
He's like, bring me all the business. All right, so what that means is you have a client that you do not want to do property management for because you do not have a license and you do not want that 3 a.m. phone call that the pipe burst, right? You're going to refer that into property management and you're now going to get a referral fee, not just turning your client over to someone else, but you're going to get a referral fee of $250 for sending that client into property management.
Assuming they sign. with
Assuming
Samson
they
Property Management.
Once they sign,
Just that caveat I'll
yes,
throw in
once
there.
they sign, they will be assigned a top-notch property manager, people that you have worked with before. We have Christine Price on board. We have Brittany Hampton on board. We've got our next couple of property managers already teed up as we take on more properties. So they're here, they're ready to go, they're ready to take care of your clients. They will still refer them back to you when there needs to be a tenant replacement.
You don't lose that client.
You do not lose that client.
I mean, when I was selling, guys, I must have given 12 or 15 properties over the years to Christine and to property management. They just took care of them and gave them back when they were ready to rent or sell the property again, which was great for me because I wanted them to take care of. I didn't want them to leave the Samson family. But now we're going to And a lot of you have been doing that already, but now we're going to give you that $250
Now we're going
bump.
to give you money for it.
So you guys, Samson Property
Yes.
Management, owes me like $3,000. No, I'm just kidding.
We're not going backwards. We're going from today forwards,
There you
just
go.
FYI. And what that means also is that when they go to sell, when they go to need a new tenant, they will be referred back to you. If for whatever reason you are not active at the time or you do not have the time to take care of them, they will take care of them and then give you a referral fee. So it depends on your direction and the way you want to go forward with your clients. You still own the clients. We're just going to take great care of them to make sure they come back to you. The goal is simple for our landlords, and this is the message that we're putting out to all of our landlords. Our goals are to maintain their investment with the least amount of stress to them and provide them with the highest level of customer service. And that's what we're doing across the board with property management. So if you have any questions, you can still email Jeff, or actually let's go SPM. We'll go SPM at SamsonProperties.net, SPM at SamsonProperties.net. Send in your referrals, send in your questions.
There is
and
a
they
whole
will fill
page
those.
on the Cardinal Nest for property management as well, if you want more information or those contacts. So.
And that will be coming out soon as we continue to go on.
The next thing I want to quickly partner spotlight for the month is 210 Warranty, one of our great home warranty partners. One thing that not enough people do take advantage of is that listing. You should really have a warranty on the property for free during that listing period. There's no obligation to buy it when it goes to closing. But, you know, I've got the horror story that I know that, you know, I had this great client and his son had actually, you know, was a friend of mine and he, I won't go into the other part of it. But anyway, he had moved away and the property was vacant. He came back. We got a contract. Everything was great. He came back the weekend before closing, just check on the property. It's supposed to close on Monday, and the water heater had leaked and burst and leaked all over the basement.
That sounds fun.
You know, which isn't fun. And obviously, we cleaned it up. And we fixed it. And we went to closing. We had to push it a couple days and got it all cleaned up. But if we had a home warranty covering their listing period, which would have been free to him if I had that place, you know, it would have gone a long way towards repairing that issue and getting him lots of money and lots of care that would have helped him out. So, you know, that's my one horror story that you never know what's going to break until it breaks, right? So it's free to have that during the home warranty period or during the listing period. As soon as you get that listing agreement, through the listing period, through the prep period, if you have home inspection items come up that broke after the fact when the warranty was in place, it can fix it. So that's my one little plug for 210. But you'll hear more about them, and they do have a partner page on our Cardinal website as well.
Yeah, guys, mark your calendars. It doesn't matter if you belong to these offices or not, but we've got HQ to use that are coming to just about every marketplace near you. We roll it out every week. We go to a different one. The one thing that I'm hearing consistently about HQ to you is people saying, we didn't know that we had all this stuff. So it is fantastic, whether you've been with us for a month or you've been with us for 10 years, get yourself to an HQ to you to learn about all of the different resources that we have available. So Donnie and I come out, we do an Ask Me Anything, where floor's open, you can ask anything you want to ask, and we vet out all kinds of answers and questions, and some of them are quite funny and ingenious.
They are.
You guys y'all try to stump us, and it's great. Donnie gets stumped a lot, I'll just say. But the next ones, if you look, scheduled for Lake Ridge on Wednesday, April 3rd, and then we have White Marsh on Wednesday, April 10th. So mark your calendar for those. Again, we go just about every week somewhere. We have a full day of classes, lead generation, how to use print and newsletters in your marketing, how to do that to develop your sphere, how to use the Print Center, how to use KV Core and Lofty, how to do different types of lead generation, how to do open houses, Real Scout, all the technology systems. Go learn, learn, learn. Take one or two nuggets that you're learning from those, implement them into your business, and then set yourself up to implement the next thing. There's a lot of great information. Pick your favorites.
Absolutely. So the other thing we've got is a lot of you guys have been aware of these, but these #1 graphics rolled out for all the great places we were #1.
They are so pretty. I like the #1.
They are pretty graphics. They're on Facebook. They're on the Cardinal Nest. You know, and just for a quick second, I don't even know if we've had a salesman since we announced all these things, but you know, in Bright Data, now once you get past Richmond, it does go to some different MLSs, but in Bright Data, which is the only, you know, one that's the biggest MLS by far in the state, we had the most sales in the whole state of Virginia in Bright, which is crazy. The whole state of...
Let's just take a minute and applaud all of your success.
You know, I get going so fast through stuff, and that's pretty awesome, guys, to think about where we might have been in market share 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, 12 years ago compared to that. You know, as long as Cece's been sitting in that chair over there. But now we're #1 in the whole state of Virginia.
I think you just said you were old.
No, just that she's been with us for a while. #1 in the whole state of West Virginia, then a bunch of other counties. Maryland, we're #1 in Prince George's County. So fantastic stuff. So share those out. You know, we've got more and more stuff coming with some of these graphics out. The national stuff normally comes out the 3rd, 4th week of March. So we should see some of those national rankings come out here in the next week or two as an FYI.
Guys, take those, put them on your social media, share it out, be proud. That subtly reminds
We had
people
about
that you're in real
125 shares of that one post.
It reminds the people that you're in real estate. Put it in your marketing materials, put it in your listing presentations, put it in your buyer presentations, because we're doing buyer presentations.
Yep.
Yes.
So the next thing I want to talk about
sneak peek
quickly is the sneak peek board.
Yeah.
If you look at the Cardinal Nest, there's that link right there for the Samson sneak peek board. I know that we talked about this before, but you have to put, as soon as you have a listing agreement, you've got to put that
2
office
days.
exclusive in within 2 days. We are pulling every single day. We're pulling in there. We're coming in and we're updating all the office exclusives. That's super powerful with 5,700 agents and all the listings we're putting in the market. You know, you can see right there, there's this snapshot was from a month ago, but there's 4 Aldis at the top there. That's way more because this shot was taken, 21, 28 days ago. But you see Caitlin and Steve have some in Aldi right there, right? Well, like if Sarah's got a buyer, what?
They're already been.
They're all gone now. It was a month ago. But the idea is still the same. If you log in at any given point, yes, there's a lack of inventory, but you can log in and see that there's 10 properties coming up at Aldi that are Samson agents. If you've got a buyer there, you can reach out, try to make that connection. So we're updating that list every single day. The top part of Samson Sneak Peek, that's where the listing agent, you can put in more information.
That's kind of our feature board where you can put in at cozy bedrooms, 42 acres, 96 bedrooms, whatever.
Price points, whatever. Yes. The awesome exclusive is just pulling the listing agent, the address of the property, so you've got that hard data that you can reach out to the agent. So great thing. You can use it to help get listings, show you got buyers, see like, look, I got keys to all this inventory. You want to work with me? I'm going to know the fresh stuff before it comes up from the #1 real estate brokerage around. So
I am going to pivot 2 quick points on that. We know that Bright has glitches, guys. Please do not email me on every glitch you get. I know it. I know that they're not scrubbing the coming soons off when something goes active. I know that they're telling you guys different things in different webinars. I have already complained until I'm blue in the face, and I'm still complaining. But
you are looking a little blue.
I'm blue. I'm blue. It's because I'm still complaining at Bright. I complain every day to Bright. Those poor guys do not like talking to me. But they're working on it. I'm fighting tooth and nail every day for smart decisions by them and easy engagements for you guys. I'm fighting everything they say all the time for your behalf. So know that I'm aware of the glitches and all that stuff.
So much.
I'm fighting a lot lately, and he's wondering why I'm so snarky. And it's because all I'm doing is fighting.
Very snarky.
Yes. Somebody did. Somebody named Bright Dim, and I laughed. I thought
That's
it was hilarious.
funny. That is funny. That's
I
funny.
actually told him that the other day. I said, you do realize your nickname's Dim.
A couple more announcements. Then we're going to bring up our first guest because we got lots of fun.
We got lots of fun people
and we got
to
some
talk to.
trivia coming as well. So just a quick reminder, we do lunch and learns almost every week out there for recruiting. We'll be at International Country Club. Oh, tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow.
You
there
will.
you go.
Yes.
International Country Club tomorrow. So if you have anybody local that wants to hear more about Samson, April 3rd, the Harbor Grill in Lake Ridge. April 10th, Michael's Cafe right next door to our White Marsh office. And then Hilton Garden Inn in Martinsburg, April 25th. So exciting stuff coming up here all in the next month. We'll be all over Virginia, Maryland, West. We got all 4 states.
Yeah, you got all 4 states. So guys, join Samson.com. Take it. Give it to your real estate friends.
It's actually 3 states. I can't count. But anyway.
All the states. So take it, joinsamson.com. Send it to your friends. Only if you like them. Please don't bring over some high-maintenance person. We don't want that. We want good, solid real estate agents, and you are our first line of defense.
We already have Sarah. Isn't that enough?
Look, this company cannot handle any more of me being high-maintenance.
All right.
All right.
Exciting announcement. I've done this on weekend updates, but we have our next top producer takeover.
Save the date.
Save the date. And I know you've seen this reel going around our Facebook page, just kind of the highlights. Just a quick show of hands. Who was able to make it to the one in Springfield in November in person? Oh, about a third of you. You guys all missed out. It was fantastic stuff. So all day of training, top people, good stuff from all over the country, all over other companies.
Brokerages. We were broker agnostic. We pulled in top producers at all brokerage firms to come in and speak and share.
Yep, and we're lining up some great stuff for this May 2nd. It's going to be in Bowie at the Comfort Inn. So you don't have to be in Bowie, you just have to be a drive there. But look, it's all day, it's really going to start probably 9:30, 9 o'clock breakfast, 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock classes, lunch in the middle we feed you, and then a happy hour at 4 o'clock. So
dude, look, we
feed
you all day long.
We feed you breakfast, lunch, and a happy hour. So
hey, are you going?
What?
Are you going?
I am going.
That's great. Mark your calendars.
I feel like I have to be there. I feel like I'm a part of it, yes. So look for that, May 2nd. Save the date. We'll have more information coming out as we get speakers and the ability to register for tickets and that kind of stuff.
So what's that date, Donnie?
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Thursday
May
the 2nd. I know why she did this. Trivia time.
Trivia time.
All right.
Show of hands.
We're not doing online,
We're
just
not.
in person.
We're
not doing online. You know
and
why?
You can't scream it out.
New rules. Because if you want a prize, you come on in here and get in here and be a part of the sales meeting
Put
with
your
us.
butt in this seat if
Put
you
your
want
butt
a
in the
prize.
seat and compete
Yes.
with Laura. Now, the downside is we got to go first hand up. So first hand up.
Laura, put your hand down. I haven't
You have
asked
to wait till
the
the questions yet.
All right.
If we raise your hand, you miss, then you're eliminated the rest of the day.
All right. You watch
All
hands.
right.
I'm going to read the question.
All right.
All right. Studio audience, what is the referral payment to you on a PM account?
Oh.
Oh.
I think it was next to Deb.
Yes. Behind Stephen.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. That's you. You're looking around.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
You know what I'm giving you? I am giving you an open house pop-up kit
Oh.
from NBA Signs. Richard, can you
That's
take that
fancy.
out?
Yeah, put that on the camera. Bring it back. Bring it back.
sorry.
Show that. Show
I
that.
gotta show. I'm not taking it. It is.
Don't take it out, but that's a big bad boy.
NBA Signs donated some open house pop-ups.
There you go.
I'm giving you that.
Or you can donate to somebody that will do an open house.
Yes.
You know, you got that option too.
Yes.
All right,
awesome sauce.
one more trivia question for in-person audience.
All right, ready?
They're not on the screen yet.
Is
Oh, no.
You're supposed to be watching hand. Laura's like this. Laura, put your hand in your lap. She loves to win. All right, you ready?
Ready, Laura? Don't close your eyes. Go, Laura. Go,
You
Laura.
can play.
Go, Laura.
You
Go,
can
Laura.
play.
Go. Yes, go.
Oh,
May 2nd. What is the spring?
I did not even get the word
She
out.
got it. She read it on the screen. Laura wins May 2nd. Spring top producer takeover.
I don't have any more open house. Laura, you
Oh,
are
give her
getting-
something cool.
I don't have anything else cool. Chris,
Chris, you got anything cool?
I got a white T-shirt. That's
Oh,
not
that
good.
ain't cool.
Chris
I
is
mean,
getting
I'll
me
take
something
it,
cool.
but Chris is gonna get you something cool, Laura.
Oh, hold on. I hear. What'd you say?
I got a Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit for you.
Oh, awesome. Reed brought up a messenger bag.
There you go.
For,
All right, Vanna, good job.
Here you go.
All right, so good job, Laura.
Reed took care of you back there, Laura. Go Cardinal title, bringing up cool presents.
Reed's going to be up here in 1 second.
Yes.
So what he had it right in his pocket for you. So one quick thing, we like to do our capture
Yes.
rates first real quick, and then we'll bring up Reed. So for the month of February, we had our
Cool graph, guys.
that is a cool graph. So Virginia, West Virginia, we averaged 47% of our buyers. Maryland, D.C., 34%. That average was 43%.
All right, Maryland, D.C., come on now.
So this breaks it down by region a little bit more. So I like this. We separated the regions really based on where Bright did their regions as well. But I got to do this. A huge shout out to that Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle, which is the Charlestown offices,
Look
Frederick,
at
and
that.
Martinsburg. 57% of the buyers. That's fantastic.
You guys are our new heroes.
Can you imagine if the rest of the company was where those people were right there and how much we could give back to y'all, and how many really cool things we could do. So awesome stuff there by them. Northern Virginia, 50%, fantastic. Got to get up some of those, the Central Virginia and the Baltimore, D.C. Metro, Maryland. So let's get those. If we can all get them up to that red line, we'll be in great shape. So
All right, I'm going to
please
say
support
this
Cardinal.
with the most lovingly level of respect I can. Baltimore and D.C. Metro area, y'all need to get off your asses and use some Cardinal. We got some stuff that we need to pay for to roll out to you guys to help you improve your business. I need you to throw me some Cardinal title, please and thank you.
Please and thank you. She said it. Nice,
you
Sarah.
may
I
carry
like
on.
it. I almost choked when you did the cuss word. All right. But all right, with that, we're going to bring on
We're
our,
super excited
our
for
Vice
some new
President Reed
announcements.
Hubbard, and he's got a new family member he wants
Yes,
to
he
announce
does.
here.
Come on up, guys. Come on up.
Special guest.
Yes.
Come on out. Center up right here there, Julian Reed.
Yeah,
there you
gotta
go.
get
You
right
got your
there in the middle.
camera?
Here you go, guys.
Oh, we got mics. There you
Yeah,
go.
you got mics for you guys.
So, Reed, welcome. Who do you got with you today?
Good morning. It is my honor to introduce Julie Colson. She is our
Woohoo.
new Director of Business Development.
Yes, so you will get to see a lot of
Welcome,
Julie.
welcome,
Welcome, Julie.
Yeah, so you may have seen Donnie sent out a video yesterday. They
Yes.
had a little video recording up here. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
You both did
Julie
great,
was the star of the show.
obviously.
I was just
Julie-
the,
Julie
I was
was
just
the
the eye
star of the
candy.
show.
Julie was the star of the show.
Right, right.
I'm not
Yeah.
entirely sure you were eye candy either.
That's the joke, Sarah.
I know.
That's the joke.
I just killed your joke because it wasn't good.
So, Julie, welcome.
Thank
Good to have you
I'm
aboard.
excited
Yes.
to be here.
Awesome. Now, Julie, tell us. I know we did a little bit of the video, but a little bit about your past that brought you here back to Cardinal.
You're gonna make me date myself.
Oh no, we don't have to
Yeah.
give
No
dates.
dates.
Just kind of give
Just
generally where
pointing
you
out,
are.
Julie is only 29 like I am.
There you go.
So just FYI.
Right.
Yeah.
So I started in 23 years ago, actually, with MBH Settlement Group. I
Not,
actually worked
not
with,
quite Sarah's age.
When she was 5.
No.
I actually got to work with Carrie for my last 2 years at MBH, and
Awesome.
then spent 11 years with Long and Foster and Home Services of America.
So Long and Foster running like the marketing and title side, right?
Yep. So
Awesome.
title companies all up and down the Mid-Atlantic. So I know affiliated, I know title, and I'm excited to be here.
There you go.
Yeah, so she'll be overseeing all things business development related. So we hope to really, get a great push from Cardinal. Probably a lot of things that you all haven't seen in the past from Cardinal. So we're excited to have
Improve that
Julie.
relationship,
Yes.
improve that synergy between Cardinal and
Yep.
Samson. So awesome stuff. We're going to continue to,
Yeah, absolutely.
you'll hear Julie reaching out just to create that better environment, create that, if you're not using Cardinal, Julie's going to help figure out why and help fix it. But if you are, give you that great pat on the back, right?
Yeah.
Keep it coming. Any other great things to add there today, Mr.
That's
Hubbard?
all we got.
That's all we got. Well, welcome, Julie. We're excited to
thank
have you a
you.
part of our company.
All right. Thank y'all.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, big man, you're up. You ready? I saw him slide into the back there. Yeah, he was born
that.
ready. So our first guest speaker today, founder of the Casey Samson team, leader of the #1 medium-sized team in the whole state of Virginia,
We
and
rebranded you. Did
my
you-
uncle, the man, the myth,
Right.
Uncle Casey Samson. Welcome, Casey
Welcome,
Samson.
welcome. I was just letting him know that we rebranded him. Donnie and I have rebranded you as the Uncle Casey Sampson team.
As the what?
The
Uncle Casey
Sampson team.
Oh, shit. You're killing me, man. Hey, are we live? Can I say shit?
You are live.
You're fine. Sarah
Yeah, I
cusses
already
all the
have.
time. You're good.
All right, so I missed the first part of the show. I'm not sure how much you covered of the...
We didn't do a
We're-
ton, so we do these town halls. Casey was there the whole time in the town hall yesterday, but we did a town hall yesterday at 2 o'clock. We're doing another one today at 1 o'clock, which is like a Zoom where everybody gets in. We talk just about the stuff. We're not touching a lot on today, but I did tee them
We
up.
did
I said,
preface by saying
I
you
know
might have
Casey's going to talk a little bit about his thoughts on it, which is good stuff. So
Yeah, I think
we're here
it's
for
real
you.
simple. First of all, you can't look at any newspaper without seeing it. You can't talk to any seller or buyer without hearing it. So we need to understand, in my opinion, the biggest risk of what's about to happen and how I don't think it's going to change anything, to be honest with you. So the biggest risk that I see in this is, first of all, they're attacking selling agents. And that's the wrong group to attack. People that have to drive people around in their cars, show 20 houses, so, submit 15 contracts. Those are the wrong group we want to pick on.
Yep.
They're doing all the work. I'm a listing agent. I don't want to be a selling agent because their job's tougher than my job. So the last group, and I think that what I want to do is I want to talk about what I think in that whole scenario is the riskiest thing and how we mitigate that risk. So the riskiest thing is that they're going to remove the commission to the selling agent from the MLS. Now, if the whole thing is about transparency, let's be transparent. The last thing you want to do is remove any transparency that we have in that listing.
Right.
So what the hell are you doing? You're going in the wrong direction. You're going backwards, right?
Yep.
So now we're going to operate in the dark. And what that does is it empowers bad actors. And a bad actor is somebody that goes, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge you 6%, and I'm only going to offer 1%. And I'm keeping 5%. And nobody knows it because you can't see it. If you want transparency on the contract, say this company's going to make this and this company's going to make that. That's transparent. But this is the opposite of transparency, right? So it's bad. I don't know where this came out of. It's very bad. But we're going to fix it in three ways. And then we never have to worry about it again. Just 3 simple ways of doing it. First of all, we need to take a little extra time at the listing presentation and explain to the seller how commissions work, right? We need to explain what it's worth. And if you think you want to charge 6%, you explain to them what your value proposition is on why you believe you're worth that. And if you charge 5%, you got to tell them what your value proposition is. And you've got to explain the way that commissions work a little bit better than we did before. A lot of times, like, hey, we charge this. No. Everybody's confused. I'm going to go through this one thing real quick where I have a story where it says you got to tell people where the flat is. I was coaching at O'Connell, and there was an outside linebacker, and I said, hey, man, watch the flat. And the guy ran out for a pass. He caught the pass. The linebacker's nowhere to be seen. I said, 5 plays go by again. I'm like, hey, they're going to throw it in the flat. Get out in the flat. And linebacker never moved. The guy ran out in the flat, caught the ball. I grabbed him to the sideline. May have threatened his life. I don't remember. But I said, I told you they're coming to the flat. And he says, Coach, I don't even know what the flat is. I don't even know what that means. So I'm going to tell you that lesson you got to take with you on everything you do. That seller doesn't know where the flat is. They don't understand the commission structure. They don't understand, huh?
The flat's like the area near the sidelines where they, short sidelines.
About 8 yards off the line of scrimmage, over on the side towards the sideline. That's called the flat. But you don't need to know that in a listing presentation. You just need to tell them what the damn commission is. But explain to them. Explain why you do it. Explain that Samson Properties doesn't take our commissions, so we don't need to overcharge, right? This guy right here, they don't take our commissions, right? That's the power. That's why Samson Properties is going like this and other places are going like that, right? So we need to explain, why do people charge what they charge? Because they have to split a lot of it with their broker, big chunks. So that's step number 1. So we're going to step down and we're going to go, okay, let's be clear on this. I don't pay a commission to Samson Properties, so I can pass some savings on to you, the seller. But they, Compass, Keller Williams, Long and Foster, they pay a portion.
Oh, no. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Do your thing. No. I was joking. I was joking. Go. Do your thing.
Other realtors, they have to pay commissions to the broker.
These are the views of Casey Sampson, not Donnie Sampson. No,
Yeah, that's right. That should have been my disclaimer up there. I might be the wild cannon of the company. No. I'm just saying that, you need to explain how the business of real estate works. Companies split commissions with agents. They take a piece. The agent keeps a piece. But at Samson Properties, the company doesn't take a piece. So if we offer maybe a little bit less, it's not less service. It's just you don't have to pay for my broker. And once they understand that, they're like, that makes great sense. That makes great sense. I got that. That's number 1. First thing we need to do, go from a 1 or 2 minute explanation to a 5-minute explanation, and let's set everything going. In that explanation, you need to, number 2, you need to prop up the selling agents. The most valuable person in this transaction is the selling agent. They are rock stars. They drive around, they show 20 properties, they put contracts in on 7, they have multiple contracts, they lose a bunch, they get some. That selling agent is a rock star. And a buyer, when they buy, they can't pay closing costs, down payment, fix-up fees, moving costs, and then pay the realtor fee. That doesn't happen. That's why it's rolled into the price of all these houses. The commission is rolled in. So we're going to offer that rock star what I think is the correct amount, right? Now, currently, we pay 2.5% to all selling agents. I think that's fair because our job is to get the selling agents to show our house. Our job is to get the selling agents in here to bring us contracts. And let me tell you something. When we get multiple contracts, the first thing we look at is the selling agent. Who are you? Are you good? Do you know what you're doing? Can you control the deal? Do you have a good lender? Who's your lender, by the way? Is it First Heritage? Is it a correspondent lender? Is it Bob's Brokerage Service? Is it Rocket Mortgage? Right? A good agent, she's not working with Rocket Mortgage. She's got somebody that she's done 100 loans with.
You're fine. You can dog them. They're never going to watch this. You're good.
Who's that?
Rocket Mortgage.
Screw Rocket. They're corporate. So anyways, all I'm saying is that the value of that selling agent is so powerful to this transaction that they need to have control of their clients and they need to get us to settlement. A bad agent, it'll fall apart. Trust me, it's going to fall apart. These are complicated transactions, and a buyer can't go unrepresented because it's just too complicated. It's too complicated. So in that time where we're talking about, first of all, understanding how the listing works and the commissions work and the value of our agent, every single person from the start of this lawsuit till today, every seller goes, oh yeah, no doubt. Easiest close in the world. They totally agree. The selling agents are valuable. We want them to bring their clients in. They are worth every penny, and the buyer is going to pay it because they're just scraping together money for a down payment and closing costs.
Well, and I brought up this point later, not to kill Casey's role, is let's say a listing agent pushes or a seller pushes back on you a little bit and says, well, what if we didn't? What would happen? You get one chance to sell your most valuable asset. Look, we can't predict the future, that if we go off a Thursday and not offer anything to the buyer's agent, we know what's going to happen if we offer the going rate or a good rate at that 2.5% out to the buyer's agent. If we don't know. Do you want to take the chance that we have 5 showings and 1 offer on Monday? Or do you want to offer full and you want to get the 28 showings and the 16 offers that we want to get? Like, you get one chance to do this well. I wouldn't roll the dice if it were my house. So that point,
a lot of money at stake.
There's so much money at stake. Don't roll the dice with a formula we know is going to work.
If your house goes under contract for $900,000 and it falls apart, you're looking at $840,000. Don't forget that. We need them to not only contract it, but close it.
Yep.
And we are not looking to mess around with these agents. So that's the second thing. First thing, give the value proposition, give them a little more time. Let them understand where the flat is. Second thing, selling agents are rock stars and deserve every penny they get. And
Absolutely.
We're going to put that in the commission because that's the way it's historically been done. And I'm not going to get thrown off because some frickin' greedy attorneys want to sue the Northern Virginia National Association of Realtors. Okay, so what's the third thing we have to do? And this is very, very important because this is protecting yourself against bad actors. In the buyer brokerage agreement, we need to explain to the buyers, you don't want to come out of pocket with anything to pay for realtor commission fees, right? Now, most agents, good agents, will offer the normal 2.5% commission to the selling agent. So you don't have to worry about it. But there are bad actors out there. There are people that will say, no, the buyer's got to pay for all of their commission. Screw it, we're not going to pay them a nickel. Bad actors, they're going to charge 5 or 6%, they're going to keep it all. And you need to explain that to buyers that that's going to happen. Bad actors are out there. We need to protect ourselves. So in our buyer brokerage agreement, there's going to be language we're going to put in the contract that says the buyer requests that the seller pay 2.5% on behalf of the buyer to the selling agent. And you put that language in there, and I've told our agents, none of them can have a buyer brokerage agreement without that language. You know why? Because Pam's looking at a $1.4 million. She's going, can you price this house for me? And it's like, I think it's worth about, $135. So that's where I go in at. I said, did you see the CS1 down here? Did you see where the rentals team's offered 1% for that house? Yeah, it's been on for a long time. So it's way overpriced. They're coming down. I said, they're still too high. You need to bring down. I said, did you see that? Now, guess what? That's going to be gone from now on. You're not even going to be able to see that. So bad actors do bad things in the dark. So we need to protect ourselves right out of the gate by putting that language. And again, Steve Lefebvre is the guy, and I'm sure him and Donnie and Mike Briggs are going to come up with that language. But my agents aren't walking the street without that language in a buyer brokerage agreement. I'm not going to trust that agent is not going to say, oh, we're not offering anything. And then you got to go to your seller and go, buyer and go, hey, man, I need
10 grand.
I need some money. I'm just selling. 3 things. Talk to your seller. Selling agents are rock stars. Make sure you have language in your buyer brokerage agreement. And nothing will change. Not one thing will change in anything we do if we just take those 3 precautionary measures. And I do think that that's the one element of that thing that scares the living hell out of me is letting people operate in the dark and having no transparency whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Laura.
give me hold on a second. Zach's going to run a mic too.
Yeah. Did I say anything that's going to get us arrested?
I got scolded earlier.
You're fine.
Okay, on number 3, I agree with everything, but what happens if the seller says no? Still.
Oh, there's a lot of other houses out there, sweetheart. It's the bottom line is this: you have a buyer brokerage agreement with your buyer.
Yep.
You put that in.
Yep.
And I don't know if seller's going to say no You can always put it on the price of the house. But I will be clear on this. If I go in and that house is worth $600,000 and they're charging $620, then we'd be paying too much if we had to put 2.5 on top of it.
Yep, true.
It's
Very true.
Now, on the other hand,
So it is
if I think that house is
property
$525 and it's on the market for $500,
Yep.
then at that point I would say that's okay. That's okay. We'll offer $500 plus 2.5% and then get that back, right? And then get that back from on the contract. So that language is still going in the contract.
But in this market, Casey,
Is there an opportunity that the seller just says no and just holds firm?
No seller is going to.
Then we're going to find a new house.
Okay.
We're going to just find a new
Or
house.
the buyer, or at least the buyer would be on the hook for it in that circumstance, but they would have that decision.
If
But
they can do it.
You're gonna,
Okay,
if
thank
you're
you.
going to fight for you're going to fight for it in the contract with your buyer.
Yep.
So we do need to be a little bit careful about the type of loan and the amount we ask for back, because Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac cap the amount of subsidy if you put
Yeah.
it in as a subsidy.
It
So you
is-
actually have to offer it as something else.
Right. It's a commission.
I'm just saying
and-
there are, just for the people in the room that don't know, I mean, I figured that out yesterday. But just a reminder, we can't just ask if there's a 3% cap on what you can get back as a subsidy, and your commission is the 3%, but they need some of that money for something else. You know, there are buyers that need their subsidy.
Yeah, and it could also be restructured then as the listing broker. You could do a one-page commission agreement where the
I-
listing broker is paying the buyer's
But I'm
broker
just saying we
if they're
have to
capped
watch out for that. We really
Yes.
need to be
Yeah.
aware
Be-
that that's something to
And
watch out
most
for.
loan
And
products
ask
cap
for
at
it in the right way.
6%, but yes, be aware of that as well. Absolutely.
Depends on how much
It's called
you're
a
putting
workaround.
down. It depends on how much you're
It's called a
putting down.
workaround.
Yep.
Go ahead, Steve.
I would assume that NVAR is going to come out with something in the new forms when this all starts to switch up.
If there's any
for
intelligence,
commission, for a
if there's any
commission to be paid
intelligence
for by
there,
the seller.
they've got to take corrective action, Steve. This is the worst thing I've ever heard in 40 years of being a realtor. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. And if Northern Virginia Association of Realtors doesn't step up and do something, that's a problem. That's a real problem.
Well,
So,
Kara,
I know nobody does. nobody
Kara in
wants
the
to get
back's
sued.
on our Maryland Forms Committee, so she's going to help push for good language in there, right,
Yeah.
Kara?
Yeah.
Actually, that exact form was supposed to come out next week, but along with our changes in brokerage agreements, since those changes were in conflict with the settlement, they postponed that. So we actually do have a form already, and I don't know if that's also going to come out at that time, but I imagine it'll be postponed as a package until we get more guidance.
I would imagine that all the associations will have updated forms that come out in July in conjunction with this that make it more clear so that we don't have to write in this language ourselves, that there'll be certain language in there that we just have to activate.
But if Pam didn't have it in the contract, didn't have that language in the contract.
Right. You should write it in
she's
now
getting 1 point.
because there are people doing less right now, right? Yeah.
Right this minute, there are bad actors out there right this minute. And
Yep.
you got to protect yourself. Or don't,
Or don't. And
or don't.
Don't get
And then
paid.
you get screwed.
Kara passed up to Ritu here. I think we cut her off because I jumped at Kara.
So a couple of things. I did speak with a bunch of the lenders. They are also scrambling on how to make this work, especially with FHA VAs, where we will be limited to what we can do, especially with the cap we have. And then NVR is working on some forms, but if we can have Mike and Steve work on something for the buyer broker at the moment that we can add to our packages, pre-sign it, that the buyers understand in this market with inventory type that companies like Sarah Reynolds teams do not offer out, there will be some sort of a payout from them.
Let it
So
be
I
their
think
demise.
it should be part of a buyer broker agreement to start with.
Yeah,
Let it
we'll work
be
on maybe
part
some
of their
consistent
demise.
language to Casey's point that
Yeah.
maybe we can disperse to everybody that.
I'm just saying that for
You know,
now,
the-
my agents don't walk out the door without that language in there. And I'm sure that powers that be will come up with the proper language to put it in there, but you've got to protect yourself and you got to do it right now.
Miss
And then,
Lynn, go ahead. Oh, sorry, Ritu, you had more.
And then the last thought that I've already gone back to my buyer brokers agreement with my buyers, explaining to them what this means, and also spoken with their lender to understand that they have enough cash in an event that we don't get paid.
Right.
So I've already done that with my own buyers I'm working so hard with, and I'm able to find.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Good stuff. Lynn, we'll do one more with Lynn, and then we probably got to move on here.
Throw me out. I got tea time.
I'm going to throw
Real quick.
Casey out. He's got a tea time.
Yesterday was phenomenal. Casey, hats off to you. Thank you. Agents, take a deep breath. It is going to be okay. We're going to walk you through this. We have 4 months. We're already working on new training, components that I'll make available as well. And for those that are hanging here at the office, we got a full room. I'll find out if we can stream it in here, since you guys are going to be in your office, and we can watch it from in here as well.
There you go. I'm sure we
this
can stream
afternoon.
the Zoom in here, yes.
But breathe. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. Thank you, Lynn. Well, how about shout out? We love Casey
Nice job.
Sampson
Thank you,
dropping in.
Casey Sampson.
Thank you, Casey. Hit him straight today, Casey. As a reminder, guys, if you want more Casey, next Thursday.
Yes.
Casey, next Thursday, you're here, right? March 28th? Casey, stop giving out hugs, everybody. Next Thursday, you're still here, right? In studio next Thursday, Coffee with Casey? All right. It's in my book, yeah.
Yes.
Coffee with Casey.
Yes.
Normally the last Thursday, he does this every Thursday, but it is last Thursday in studio here of every month typically, so 10 to 11:30. Be here. Casey's always teaching great stuff. He's going to give you the unfiltered view of what he thinks, and it's always fantastic.
Oh, do you expect Casey to filter anything?
No, and he will teach you about the flats. So
Yes.
great job, Casey,
And guys,
we
anybody
appreciate
that's
coming
new
in.
to our company that has never come from an environment where our top producers come in and pour back into the environment, pour back into the growth of our current agents, we are so blessed to have people do that all the time in our sales meetings and trainings. So huge round of applause. They're willing to do it. Please take advantage of it, right? Because they're giving of their time. So Kara had a few announcements that we're going to make overall for Maryland and Pennsylvania. Huge announcement for Pennsylvania. You are in a renewal cycle. So for Pennsylvania, you guys have got to have your licenses done at the end of this year and renewed by May 31st. That's every Pennsylvania license, just FYI.
May 31st.
Wow.
You got nice voice. It's March 20th, guys. Got to get on that.
Get on that.
Don't wait till May 28th like I typically do to renew my license and do my CE. So
Kara
get on
would
that.
like to not be the largest listing agent in Pennsylvania. Yes. So
You all almost got there last May 27th.
I'm like, hey, Donnie, your license is expiring, friend.
I did my CE. I finished at like 9 p.m. the last business day before the. I did do it myself. I did do it myself.
Well played, KDV. All right, Maryland.
I think Sarah should do mine next time. What do you think, KDV?
So let me explain to you how Sarah does her CE. She goes through, and I don't even look at the book because it's the same questions time after time after time. And I go through, and then based on the questions.
I don't think you're setting a good example.
I'm
right
not. And based on what the questions are and the penalties, I can pretty much ascertain what the session was about, and I just click. And if I don't pass the first time,
which you normally don't.
I do every time.
Okay. All right. Move on.
My CE is done like that.
Give the updates on Pennsylvania.
I am.
And Maryland.
Pennsylvania. All
Killing
right.
me, Smalls.
Maryland. If you guys, some of you have received a call to action from the Maryland board. If you have received that, please do respond to that email. We in Virginia have B-poll tax, where we are taxed on every transaction. They are trying to enact that in Maryland now in the legislature. So please, if you received a call to action in Maryland, please respond that you do not feel like that the tax is a good idea so that we can avoid being taxed on your transactions. In Maryland, we've already lost that battle in Virginia. All right, new brokerage agreements, as Kara announced.
Got a question here. Hold on, Zach. You keep going. We'll
I'm going to keep going. We'll get the mic. New brokerage agreements that were supposed to come out are being held because they're in conflict with the new settlement. That is pretty much in every jurisdiction that we have. We were supposed to have documents come out. So just hold on. We will get new documents. They will be automatically fed through our systems so that you will get the most recent documents in there. And then as new documents come out with material changes, Steve and Mike will do a town hall, Carol will do a town hall, we'll all do Zoom messages, Nancy to talk about all the different, and Noble to talk about all the different jurisdictions. NAR is right now offering a free ABR class for you guys. This is across the board, any jurisdiction.
What's ABR for those that don't know?
Accredited buyer representation.
I knew that. I thought you knew it.
Well, I could. I just couldn't get it out of my tongue.
Accredited buyer representation.
I was like, did.
So NAR is offering that free class out there right now because they want to offer out the ability for us to lift up all of our buyer agent game, obviously.
So the class is free, but the designation you continue to pay for every year. It's a reoccurring revenue stream for them. Just FYI on those designations.
It couldn't hurt when I'm sitting down with somebody talking about how I provide buyer to also say that I've got this extra.
I'm an accredited buyer, right? You've got the extra.
It's like saying like I'm a boss at the end.
So just like we're having a town, just like we're
I
having
got Amit to laugh. That was my goal.
Well, that's
if I
what
got
struck
Amit to
me.
laugh.
That's what struck me out of my concentration because I'm like, he laughed. Oh crap, he said something. Yes. So just like we're doing our town hall today at 1 o'clock for you guys, Maryland Realtors are discussing it on a webinar on Friday at noon. It's on the Maryland Realtors page if you want to click into that. Many of the different jurisdictions inside of Maryland are changing their lock boxes. We went through this in Virginia about 15 years ago where every jurisdiction had different lockbox systems. So check with your local board Maryland licensees to make sure which lockbox you're going to be using, and they're doing exchange programs now to get the new lockboxes in place. I think the exchange programs are over in Virginia, but they're still going on in Maryland. And guys, Maryland law changed. Source of income is now a protected class in Maryland.
Explain what that means.
So you cannot discriminate on anyone on where their income is coming from. That's your Section 8, that's your gift buyers, that's your low-income housing.
You cannot discriminate against drug dealers, Laura. Their source of income are protected.
Legal sources of income.
Drug dealers.
Yeah.
Kara said legal.
It is.
Hold on.
Yeah. No. You
gotta
don't
be
have
legal.
to accept
Yes.
drug money. But I mentioned that because we have had a lot more inquiries lately about tenants and
About
accepting
drug money?
vouchers.
Oh, tenants, sorry.
Drug money.
That too, but no, the voucher programs. So just make sure that, and I am trying to get somebody from the Maryland Commission on Civil Rights to do a class for all Maryland agents because of the increase in questions that I get and complaints, and I think it's a hot topic right now, and I just want to make sure that people know that source of income is a protected class. We cannot discourage any agents or any tenants from applying if they have a voucher. And if you have any questions, reach out to me or look up HOC, and they have lots of information there, and yeah, just making people aware.
I want to say I think that's DC too, but I can't remember for sure. All right, hold on. We need our mic, Ritu, and then we're going to roll on. Kara's still going to be here, so if y'all have any questions, you can talk to her after the sales meeting, and she's going to do a town hall
we had
also
a question there first
to discuss all the changes as soon as those board forms come out.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention something that I read about that I kind of felt was another attack on realtors in Maryland. There's on the books. They're looking at passing a 5% tax on services.
So that's the call to action that I talked about.
Is that what the
yes.
B-pull is?
Yes.
Okay, because this is 5% on top
That's
of
high.
Seems like a lot.
everything else.
Yes.
So yeah, okay. I didn't realize it was the same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
just respond if they are polling people in certain jurisdictions. Kara said just make sure you respond if you get that email. And Ritu, you have a question?
So same line on the proof of funds or criminal backgrounds. So DC passed a law saying that you cannot do a criminal background checks, and now Rent Spree has blocked that because I had to run something yesterday, and I couldn't get any criminal information on that person. It's a voucher. There's absolutely no way for me to get that information.
Well, remember, guys, the law has always been we have to deny them on financial status and ability to repay.
Doesn't matter it's a drug dealer or what it is, or they were arrested a million times. There is no way for us to get the criminal record
Correct.
under Rent Spree. So
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. All right, let's launch on to the next topic because we could go down a rabbit hole and we'll all get political, and that's not a great thing. Okay, so next up we have Richard, who's going to come tell us a few new things that's going on with our concierge program. Richard, grab us off the mic.
Welcome to Richard
Welcome
Bridges,
to
our
Richard
Director
Bridges.
of Agent Development here at
Yes.
Samson Properties.
Yes, come on in, right here.
Thanks, bosses.
Richard, same shirt, same look as your screenshot there. Look
Oh,
at you.
look at there.
Try to stay consistent
Yeah.
with the brand.
Do you have more than one
Consistent.
shirt, or is it just?
Consistent. You left me hanging. Consistent.
I don't know.
Yeah, look at us.
I don't know. Maybe
Who-
that's
who
just
would've
your
thought?
shirt.
Look at
That's
us.
your
Who would've
thing.
thought?
I don't know.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'm very excited as the Director of Agent Development. Been working on a number of things. Many of you are aware of our Samson Plus coaching program. I worked on that kind of as the first project when I got here, but it's always been on my radar to want to relaunch, rebrand, and really adjust the offerings of our concierge program, both the a la carte services and the transaction services. So I'm very excited because one of the things that I got to do over the last probably 6 months or so is interview agents who've been using those services the good, the bad, the ugly, and what we can do better. And I took that feedback, and we kind of came up with the program that we have now. So we have the new logo, which is great. I really like it. It's got the little bell on it, and that's going to correspond to the cardinal nest. Yeah. Shout out to Jason for putting that together for us. So I like that. So that's going to be our new brand.
That was the big announcement. That's it.
That's it. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and yeah, we'll see you around. Just
I
kidding.
guess we'll do more stuff. All right.
We'll do a little bit more. But the big things that we really got was, when you hear transaction services, you think that that's going to be kind of turnkey from the time that I write a contract or the time that I list a property through to settlement, that that person is going to support me through that transaction. The way that we were structured before, that wasn't entirely the case. And the big reason for that is our staff supporting this program weren't licensed. So we made the decision to go ahead, and now we only are going to be using licensed transaction coordinators. So I'm very excited about that step moving forward, because it's going to enhance our services substantially, right? We can interface with clients, we can pair addendums, we can modify the contract. We can do a lot more because we have licensed staff supporting you through those transactions. And what does that mean? One of the last slides we'll see in a minute is just how much that will save you guys dollars and cents. The other thing I have to say is we all love Samson because they're all about just giving back, pouring in, and making things as extremely affordable as possible. And that was one of the prerequisites from Donnie when we put this together, was making sure that these services were the most affordable out on the marketplace. And we've done that. So we'll go through what those look like. These are some of the services. If we can go back one slide, I want to talk about. So we'll have 3 packages now. We won't have silver, gold, all of that. It's going to be very straightforward. We will have a transaction coordination package that we call contract to close. So think about it like this. When you have a contract, we'll get you from that point to the settlement table. That will be $250. And the services for that will be on the next slide. So as I talk, you guys can kind of look at that. All of this has already been uploaded to the Nest. So if you want to jump on there, you'll see the concierge tab now as its own tab on the left. It's now broken out into transaction services and a la carte services, because we're going to have different support staff doing each of those. And this is what you can expect. This is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of what we do. There's a lot of other things in terms of just being the main point of contact for the client, the vendors, the title companies, Cardinal Title, all of those people through the process to make sure that you guys look like rock stars. And so that was very important to us. So in addition to the contract to close, we also have our list marketing services. So we have our list marketing package, which is basically when you have a signed listing agreement to the point when you have a contract, we'll take care of everything in between there. And if you want to do a combination of both, right? You want to have your listing from the time you sign the agreement through the settlement, we have a complete package which incorporates all of those services from start to finish. The other cool thing that we kind of got some feedback on, that I know are services that are offered out there, and we don't have a slide for it, but we will even be able to offer some offer writing services, listing agreement preparation services, as well as, which I think is pretty cool considering what we just talked about with Casey in the town hall later, we can maybe even help with your buyer-broker agreements, since those are going to be required, making sure the language is in there correctly, all the disclosures are done correctly, because I know the forms are going to change. So just to make sure that you got somebody covering, you know, covering your butt.
Covering your tushy.
Covering your tushy. We'll make sure that we got your back. At the end of the day, that's what concierge is all about.
Tushy doesn't sound good coming out of you.
Hey, I'm just trying. You got rules. I'm just following the rules, boss.
Change it.
I'm just following the rules. All right, CYA. We all know what that means.
There you go. Just, you know, it doesn't sound good coming out of her either, but less good at it coming out of you.
That's because you hear how I actually talk, not when I'm standing in front of a group of people. One other thing, in order to make sure that our services are exceptional for you guys, I want to just shout out Kay Gwaltney in the back here. She was recently promoted to our concierge manager. Just give her a round of applause.
Woo! Oh, sorry. I was screaming into the mic.
She's amazing. She's a rock star TC. She's going to be basically our in-house quality control. She's going to be processing your requests. But a new feature that we're doing with the program to make sure you're getting the best service possible is we are going to do an intake process. So if you are new to ordering concierge services, you're going to meet with Kay before the process ever starts, so we can make sure we're familiar with your process. Everybody does things just a little bit differently and maybe a little bit different order. At the end, we get to the same result. We get paid a commission. But how we go about doing it's maybe a little bit different. So we want to familiarize ourselves with with your process and match it with our process. So that's an important element here. And this slide is just a graphic to show the value in
make this big for us. I want to see this bad boy, Zach. Look at this. This is cool stuff. So what is this talking about here?
So on average, a TC is going to save you about 13 hours processing a file from start to finish.
And more if you're not really good at paperwork.
If you're not good at paperwork.
Could be double that for some of us.
Could save you a lot. So this is just
triple it with my dad. Go on.
And at the end of the day, you shouldn't, I mean, what you guys are, your job is out there to enhance these relationships and give an amazing experience. If that's not your strength, that's okay. A lot of people are really great salespeople. They're not great at the paperwork. Have somebody make you look like a rock star, right? You don't have to be a master of everything, right? They say if you're a master of it or a jack of all trades, you're a master of none,
yeah.
right? So
Nailed it. Hey, good job.
Boom.
Good job.
Boom, look at that.
You didn't nail this, because I did this and you did that.
Look at it. So
Most
anyways.
awkward high five ever.
I think it was memorable. And it's, now we can watch it together later. If
Yeah.
you want. We can do that. That'll be special.
I'm going to fast forward right away when I get to my desk to watch that.
All right. So one other thing is we did listen to this. The ordering of the services has been challenging in the past. So both for a la carte and concierge, we will no longer be ordering through the Print Center. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen. All right. We actually have incorporated into our wonderful help desk. You can go into the help desk. There's macros. You can type in, say, I want concierge services. It'll pop up. You can pick your services, and it'll automatically get sent to us. Super simple. Click a couple boxes. You don't have to go in, forget to log in, start all the way over, get booted out. That process is over, right? So effective as of right now, you'll be able to order those services through there. We're very excited about that.
I blame Sarah for making that before.
Oh, that's the easiest person to blame, obviously. She's not on screen right now, so can't even defend herself. And then the very last thing I do want to do is hype you guys up because I'm very excited. We aren't launching these today. Our a la carte services that we have, I know. But April 1st, we'll launch phase 1. But over the rest of the year, we're going to be launching services that are true to the theme of concierge and supporting you in your businesses to include things like custom email signatures, writing bios for you, customizing buyer presentations, listing presentations, flyers, property brochures.
There's a lot of things on here.
Setting up social media accounts, setting up your Google business page, requesting reviews, ordering closing gifts.
Richard's making a lot of promises he can't keep here.
So, you know what you do? Hey, this is real accountability. Is you make a promise in front of a room full of people and a bunch of people watching at home, and then it gets done. Event planning services, seminar coordination, creating vanity emails and forwarding them, and the list goes on and on. I think we have about 120 services we're going to be eventually rolling out this year. I'm super duper excited because at the end of the day, the more we can do for you, so you can go out there and make yourself money being in front of the people that matter most, your clients. That's what we want to do for you. That's what we're about here at Samson. And I want to make sure we give a big shout out to Donnie and Sarah for making this happen. So let's do that.
Oh, what a suck up.
Totally.
Thank you guys.
Hey.
Appreciate it. I hope you're excited about the new service.
Richard did a great job to the last 3 seconds when he sucked up to Sarah and I.
That's hilarious.
KDV, all right, we'll let you ask your question, I suppose. Hold on. Yeah.
No, they can't hear you at home, KDV.
They can't hear you at home,
Katie,
KDV.
you know, this is not your first rodeo, girlfriend.
So Katie, that's a good point that it went from 150 to 250, but the thing is we added a ton in there. The biggest thing is that they can touch addendums, they can actually talk to your clients, and they can
because they're licensed
do real estate stuff. Because that was the exact question I had is, you know, Richard can vouch for that.
He
this
did.
morning,
He asked me right before the thing.
I said, we're moving it from 150 to 250. We want to make sure we articulate exactly what we're doing there. There's a lot more interaction with forms, addendums, clients, and a lot more in there, baked in there that we weren't doing before when it was strictly admin work as opposed to licensed realtor, able to help you. You're on the road and you want that home inspection addendum updated or redone or formatted and sent back up. They can't do those things if they're not licensed and they're not trained up to do those. So that's really the next level of it, giving you that full, almost like assistant realtor that can help you as opposed to an assistant admin.
It's worth it. I just want to know that we can choose our own TC.
Absolutely. That's going to be a process in the request
Everybody
form.
but you, Katie.
Yeah. You get who you get and you won't complain. Just kidding.
You gotta bring Kay donuts to suck up to her. That's how you get get the person you want.
That's hilarious.
Well, thank you, Richard. I appreciate
you guys.
that.
We're excited about all.
All right,
this.
what are we doing now? We're doing
this
trivia.
One. We're doing trivia.
Okay, then is it Rob? Okay. All right, so trivia. You ready, Laura? Laura, you can't win twice.
You can't win twice.
Nope, somebody has to go.
What is a new service from Samson Concierge?
Vibs. Vibs won. Oh, did Michelle win?
It was Michelle.
Michelle, sorry. Michelle got it. Go.
Absolutely.
Working with forms and being our real estate activities with it. So good job. Michelle edged out the Vibs there.
Michelle, you get a polo.
Oh, there you go. All right, one more question. One more question for our in-studio audience. Are we ready? One thing you learned from Casey's presentation. All right, this time we're going Vibs.
Vibs is like, I am winning, people.
You got to answer. You can't just get the prize. Vib's got up to go give something. What? So Vibs talked about believe in yourself as a listing agent, provide that value, believe in your value, make sure you articulate that to the clients. Yeah. I'm going to allow it. Vibs, good job. Oh, you get the jacket.
Vibs, you're getting Donnie's favorite jacket.
I do wear that jacket a lot. Yeah. We're matching, Vibs. We can wear it at the same time, roll around the office.
You can
cute.
be Donnie's twin, Vibs.
There you go. So awesome stuff. We got one more guest speaker for you here today. We've got Mr. Rob, and I see that I don't see your sis with you. Is it just Rob? Oh, there she is. All right.
Sorry.
We got Rob McElroy and Liz McElroy Filan, our great partners, First Heritage Mortgage, here to drop some knowledge on us.
Yeah, Liz was behind everybody's head. We didn't see her.
You know.
There you go.
I didn't think you were dumb enough to come without your sister. So.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rob McElroy with First Heritage
Did you say
Mortgage.
you weren't dumb enough to come without your sister?
Yes.
Oh,
Is that mean? I thought it was just being funny. Rob knows I can joke with him.
It's good. It's good.
It's funny.
This is my sister and much
Man.
more
This is
attractive
pretty.
partner,
Tough
Liz
crowd,
McElroy.
Sarah.
Hi, guys.
So today, so the graphic up there is, thank you, Captain Obvious. So I know that what I'm going to say right now is all very obvious to everyone, but there's a means to end to this. So number one,
Captain Obvious kind of looks like me. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
So
it was a joke, Sarah. It's a superhero. Go on, Rob.
I just was going to not go into the very chiseled person on screen that doesn't look like you.
All right, go ahead, Rob.
So anyway, so as we all know, there's a lot of reluctance out there just because of high interest rates. People are waiting rates out, which is not the right way to go. Waiting for house prices to come down, which I think we all know is not going to happen anytime soon. And then just buyer hesitancy to pay over list price. So don't change the thing yet. So we all know what a bridge is, right? So we know that it takes us from one point to another point.
Oh, we've got to. He's actually demonstrating up here. Look at that.
So and it gets us to one point from another point over basically an object that we can't pass.
Yes. Yeah.
So basically, everyone may be familiar with old bridge loans, okay? What I'm not going to talk about is old bridge loans. What I'm going to talk about is our new bridge acquisition loan, and it's a true bridge loan. So it's different than anything else that's been out there before, and it's our money. So we don't have to deal with Fannie, Freddie, FHA, VA. So the thought process behind this, basically, it's a straight purchase money loan. We're not going to use any of the money on their existing house to use as a bridge financing. It's short-term financing. It's basically a means to an end. It gets them in the house. It's quick. It gets it done. All we're going to do is basically get an appraisal, not even an appraisal, just the operating rent schedule from an appraiser on their existing home to get whatever the rent in that area is going to be that they could rent that property out for. So the idea being is they don't have to rent the property, they don't have to sell their property, because there are a lot of people that can't qualify carrying both properties without renting their property. So we go ahead and pull that rent information out from the appraiser. We use that to offset the mortgage payment when we're qualifying them, and then we use the bridge loan to acquire the new loan. It does normally require 20% down, but I've already gotten exceptions for 10% down. Intent is we want this paid off quickly as possible. We're going to refinance them into a conventional 30-year fixed. After they bought their new house and then sold their existing home, then they've got the extra additional money to put into the new property, and then we finalize it with the 30-year fixed rate at that point and refinance them into that. It's a means to an end. It's a great way to basically create inventory where there isn't any right now, because you're basically creating inventory by listing their property as soon as they've got a contract on a house. So it just gives you a lot of options. Not everyone's going to fit into this, but for the people that cannot qualify for their own, carrying both properties and they want to buy a new house. I literally just talked to a client yesterday that is a Samson Properties client that basically they talked to me and they said, we're trying to figure out how, when we sell our house, what we do. And they said, we don't want to have to go rent another property for a couple months, have to move twice. I said, well, guess what? We just came out with this program. I explained it to them. It's a little tough to get through their heads, but once we get it through their heads and when they understand it, it makes a lot of sense. And so it is a great program. We're happy to talk through it with your clients to help them understand it. I did this with the agent last night on the phone with their clients to help them understand. The agent really didn't say much, but it helped them understand also the thought process behind it.
Because there's so many people right now that they would want to go buy a new house, but I don't want to list my house because I don't know. I know I'm going to get 5 offers on my house, but then I'm going to have to move, and I don't know where I'm going to move to yet. So if I can go identify that property, find it, write the contract, because I've got the financing set up with First Heritage, I know I can go find that property. I know I can turn around and sell my house in a hot second, but I don't want to put it on the market until I'm good and ready and go to. And if I have to go make it contingent on the sale of my home, then nobody's going to take my offer at a competing offer at 15 offers. So, you know, we don't expect you to know every detail. Like, you know, like Rob and Liz, I'm sure is going to point out too, is look, get them to these experts. You've got Rob and Liz and Mike and all these other great experts. Get them to meet with you, with them, and they'll explain the process and see if it's a good fit. But if you've got somebody that you think, hey, I would really like to move, I'm interested, I just don't know how I make this whole thing work. Get them with them. See if they can wrap their head and be comfortable around this solution where they can go make bids, they can go make offers, and they don't have to put their house on the market until they're good and ready and they know where they're going to go.
Yeah, because I literally, after I spoke, I got louder. Literally after I spoke with this client last night, I sent a number this morning. They've already emailed me back, said, yep, let's move forward with this. This makes sense. This is going to do what we needed to get done to get the house.
It's
So-
another tool that you guys have to work your business and be smart about your business and not just rely on a one-trick pony.
And that's exactly, that's the one thing in reference to clients a lot of times say to us, same conversation I had with a different client yesterday, I know we don't qualify holding both houses. That's great. I'm glad you called me because there is a way for us to make this work for you. They're older. They don't want to, sell their house, go into temporary housing, move all their things into storage. Nobody wants to do that. Number one, it's really expensive. And number two, it's a ton of time. It's stressful if you have children, etc. Like, this is a perfect product to get people into their new house. And then, of course, you're going to get their house sold immediately.
Yeah,
as
it's
soon as
literally
as
in a
soon as
heartbeat.
they,
We know what the market's like. So.
yeah. So when you have those clients calling you saying, hey, look, I know I'm not going to qualify holding both houses, say, hey, look, I've got somebody you can call. Let's call them together right now. So let's talk this through them so we can get you moving.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Thanks,
Good
guys.
stuff.
And thank you all.
Thanks, Robin.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, we
appreciate
we appreciate our relationship with Samson so much, and thank you, Donnie and Sarah. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for bringing us another tool that we have to make it easier for our clients.
We love it. We love it. So reach out to Rob and Liz and all the great First Heritage Law officers for more help on this and other products. I'm not going to go through our market reports a ton here. Know that we upload them all. We've uploaded them all for the whole month of February. Top resources in the Cardinal Nest. You can see that, we've got a lot. The green means we've got a lot more inventory, a lot more listings, a lot more sales than January, which isn't shocking.
I like green.
You like green. We do have, the one thing I'll point out is that we have 7% more listings in the whole DC metropolitan area on the left there. 4,200 listings this February. We only had 3,900 last year. So 7% more this year than last year. So that's great stuff. That's good news. We do have more inventory coming on the market than we did at this point last year. So that's good stuff. And then the closed sales, about the same as last February this year. But there's more listings out there are going to lead to more deals in March and April than we had at this point last year. And our active listings, we act like there's no inventory out there. Well, that bottom left thing says 5,277 active listings. Look, we've been as low as 3,600, for February as before. And the 5-year average is 5,700. So we're not that bad as far as market inventory out there, which means, yes, it's crazy, but we kind of forget it's always crazy in March, as far as bids out there. So those are some indicators that hopefully we've got more listings coming up, and we've got better days ahead. We want to take a second to highlight some of the great classes we have coming out, and then we'll close with some of our great people that support us at Cardinal Title Group. So Iffy, one of our great attorneys in Maryland for Cardinal Title Group, has been doing a great series, A Realtor Guide to Title Services. So this is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And this is in our studio here at Chantilly. Did not realize we're in studio. So Iffy's coming down. This is in studio, Chantilly. Come on out. Iffy's a great speaker, does a great job teaching. So a Realtor Guide to Title Services, fantastic class. So if you got time, Thursday, 1 o'clock tomorrow in our studio, we'd encourage you to do that.
Mark
It will not be live streamed.
It will not be live streamed.
We will record it,
Yeah.
but then it comes out later, but it will not be live streamed. So we're encouraging you to come in person so that you can watch this in person, soak in that goodness. In person, he can answer the questions. Soak in the goodness of everything if he's going to teach us.
Soak in all the goodness. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, April 3rd. Steve is back at 10 a.m.
Steve is back.
Steve is back for his
again.
NVAR contract class that he
Shady's
does
back.
weekly.
Shady's
and this thing is packed. So please come in, come early, grab a seat, so he will educate you on up.
Maybe Laura Bean will bring donuts again like last time.
Oh, yeah. Laura Bean brought donuts.
We were eating those donuts for weeks. SOAR, Cardinal Title Group does a great job with these SOAR series, which are education classes all over our footprint. So we're going to be at National Harbor April 4th, Thursday. Lynn's going to teach a great class, Protecting Your Buyer Agent Compensation. It's all we've been talking about, right? These series that Lynn's already been teaching, but in this world, we want to be able to, how do we educate ourselves? How do we articulate our buyer value and protect our compensation? Lynn's going to teach a whole class on that, 10 to 11, and then 11 to 12. Ryan Jump will be on talking about Cardinal Title Group Services, teach a class on that. So great stuff. Our National Harbor office, Thursday, April 4th.
Keep an eye on SamsonUniversity.net. We have recently added classes to that learning module. We have added Winning, like with KV Core, a 4-part series.
Winning.
We've also,
wow, Katie's singing.
Katie V. We also have our Coffee with Casey launched, selling luxury homes. So remember, we're constantly filming. We're constantly uploading to new development channels, so watch that so that you can
also
watch
look for this week. I'm sure we'll be getting out any day now our Carolyn Young class.
Yes.
Last Friday, Carolyn was in studio here with me. A lot of you came, great stuff. But it was really all about how to provide value, how to win bids as a buyer, but also some of those things that she talks about. Had a whole buyer roadmap, which was fantastic, on how to talk through that relationship with a buyer client, how you set the stage from the beginning, and how I'm going to win, how I'm going to be that great agent for you that's going to help you get that new home. And, you know, to have a great plan like a buyer roadmap and a buyer presentation, all these things that Lynn's teaching and Carolyn taught, those are the things that we want to have in our back pocket because, you know, you meet somebody at a new house and you want them to sign a buyer agent agreement with, right? Well, they don't know who you are, right? But if you treat it like a listing presentation where you got to sit down and show that value, why should you want to work with me? You know, you got to have these tools ready to go. So continue to take the classes Lynn's teaching. We're going to teach all over, and then Carolyn's class will be uploaded if you missed it last Friday in the next couple of days, and you can watch that with Carolyn and I. And she got into some good stuff there as well.
Keep in mind that we always have all of our classes on the Cardinal Nest. If you go and you look at the bottom calendar, we update it all the time on every class that we're teaching. Guys, if it's virtual, if there's a Zoom link, if it's in person, where is it, the times. We have multiple classes on every day. Make it a habit. Mark your calendars to check and constantly look. We're constantly adding stuff that don't necessarily make it into the newsletters out to all the agents because we don't want to send you 900 emails a day. But just keep a look regularly on that Cardinal calendar.
And watch that weekend update. I know it's a lot of me, but I try to keep it 10, 15 minutes. It is a lot of me. But I try to keep it succinct. I try to keep it 10, 15 minutes. You want? I'm actually going to be out of town Friday, so maybe I'll have Sarah do it Friday. I just got called into duty, so you might have Sarah on Friday morning, Justin. So I've got the idea. Now, hey, watch this. Laura, mark my words.
Oh,
right?
Shut up.
Last time Sarah did it, it was 22 minutes long. All right? Donnie averages 13 minutes. Sarah vomits all over the screen for 22 minutes. All right. Just kidding. All right. Back on track. All right. Watch those weekend updates, though. It does talk about anything that's going on this week and the classes that are going on next week. Because there are so many good things going on. So we try to.
I feel so much love for you.
We try to get it through you in an efficient way in that weekend update.
All right, we have some trivia.
We have one more trivia giveaway today
you're
before we
watching
get
the
out of
hands.
here.
Ready?
Are you ready to say it?
I am.
All right.
When is the town hall today to talk about the settlement?
Oh. Back middle. Yes.
Yes. Yes,
1
ma'am.
o'clock. There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. So
you are getting $50 gift certificate to the Print Center or Samson Swag.
There you go. Go back and pick your prize. Now, as Sarah's walking that back, so 1 o'clock town hall. The link is on the Nest. I sent an email last week that had a meeting link. We resent one out last night. That's to the webinar. So take the one we sent last night.
Look for an email from Donnie at 7:30.
For those that don't know, Zoom's cap at 100. I upgraded our account, so I could go to 500. But you have to actually set it up as a webinar, not a meeting. So we
But
found that out
it was also
yesterday.
fun yesterday, like a minute into our meeting starting.
Yes,
that was
I
the
found it
case.
out at 1:59.
And if anybody wants to hear Donnie's stress, you will hear, "Oh no!" coming through the wall.
That came through the wall at 1:59 when I had to reset up a webinar. So we do have it set up for today, but use the link on the Cardinal Nest or the one I sent out. Well, Sarah sent out for me last night. There you go.
Y'all can tell when he sends it and when I send it in his name. Can y'all tell the difference?
That's not true.
It is, because his doesn't have any punctuation and uses words like for sure. And if it's me, you get exclamation points.
She's so full of it. All right, let's close our meeting today with all the people that really make this go.
Being totally gratitudinal to all the people.
Without this support, we can't do all these things. We can't hire the great Lynn Hamiltons and Steves and Mikes and Karas and all these fantastic brokers and teachers. We can't hire the great staff at Kay and all these people to take care of you at Concierge. Everything we do here at Samson is because you all can support us at Cardinal Title
Because of
Group.
you people that use Cardinal Title. Step it up, DC and Maryland.
There you go. She's bringing it. All right.
I'm bringing the heat this morning.
So we will start with page 1 of the gratitudinals. We've got Abresh Waldy Georgis. There you go. Adam Shively 2 times. Nailed that one. Addie Graves. Ajo Shortridge. Ahmed Goma. Yeah. Woo.
Katie.
If you're in the room or just Katie wants to woo you, we're going to do that.
Woo yourself.
Ismeda Ayazer. Akalu Berry 2 times. Alex Torres. Alexandra Ayamandi. Alfonso, whoop, whoop. There you go. We got a whoop, whoop. Alfonso Torres. Ali Dejanata 2 times. And Allison Pages.
Ali Yoon, Amy Kang, Andrea Hayes 2 times, Andy Shannon, Angel Wong, Angela Panpak, Angie Combs, Anil Khanna, Anise Khan, Anthony Sanestevan, Antoinette Khatib, and Amy Pikachu.
April Caldwell 2 times. Avo Realty, April Van Overbeek. Aurelis Perez, Arjun Buki. Arlene Jones, Arslan Jamil 2 times. Arturo Salemi, leader of Major Key 2 times. Aldelia Furman, Badar Zaman, Baini Costanza, Barbara Pritchard, Barbara Verdi.
Bassam Hamandi. Oh, I'm going to kick into Southern. Beaufort Mensa. Beaufort. Becca Larson, Bill Fowler, Bashuda DeHall 2 times, Bobby Pickdell 2 times, Brandon Carroll, Brandon Darr, Brenda Arecki, Caleb Kim, Karen O'Brien 2 times, and Carlos Creedle. Thanks, guys.
Carlos Fuentes.
Oh, my heavens.
Carolyn Young, 18 times. Good job, Carolyn Young team.
Carolyn.
You know.
You don't see me bowing down because there's no film on me, but I'm bowing.
She's bowing for you, Carolyn.
Yeah.
You done?
I am done.
All right. Uncle Casey Sampson, great job, Casey, 3 times. Catherine Carey, Catherine Sofnoff, Cecilia Bell. There you go. Talk to her. There you go. Good job, Cece.
Nice.
Charles Kim 3 times. Jivy Lamonchain. Chris Lee 2 times. Christina Pearson, Christina Welker, Christine Leggett.
We have Chris DiNapoli. We have Chris Urick, Cindy Martin 2 times, Claudia Cornejo, Colette LaForest, Craig Lee, Dale Brandon, Delilah Zamorano, Dana Ashlock, Dana Jackins, Dana Ragland, and Daniela Barbosa.
Danielle Dix, Darren Robertson, David Luckenball 3 times, Debbie Robinson Omotosho, Deepak Verma 2 times, Demetrius DeVega 2 times, Dennis Cooper 2 times, DJ Gurma, Devang Joshi, Diana Harazi, Dilyara Dominova 5 times, Dee. Great job. Don Charles Brennan.
You can tell who's in Katie's
Happy Hour group?
Club,
yeah.
Because we get a woot woot back here.
Whoever's in KDV's Happy Hour Club gets an extra scream.
I never know it's here. I know. Dorothy Beach.
Sarah, why don't you go to the Happy Hour?
I'll go to Happy Hour. Druva Tharmillingame, Ed Torres, Eddie Borgen, Ellen McRae, Ingalls DeLeon, Eric Burnett, Eric Russum, Eric Velasquez 3 times, Erla Reyes 2 times, Ernie Dill, and Eunice Rancy 2 times. Thanks, guys.
Evan Langert, Falco Bruno, Fernando Ifel. There you go. Fernando Mejia 2 times, Flourish Adetoye, Frank Ayala 2 times, Fred Messeni 3 times, Gabrielle Jarjuri, Gail Jackson, Del Grimes, Gela Minnie, and Georgina Welsh 2 times.
We have Gary Fleming, Greg Kalangian 2 times, Guillermo Barbosa 2 times. Hans Ugaz. We have Harmon Singh, Henry Nam, Hong Kwang, India Pope, Andrea Dodson, Jack Goodwin, Jamel Whitehead, and James Corai. Thanks, guys.
James Spite, Janelle McElwain, Janet Orellana, Jasmine Jackson, Jason Sanders, Jay No 2 times, Jennifer Cuevas, Jennifer Fang 5
Nice
times,
job.
Jennifer
Nice
Fang,
job.
wow. Jessica Swisher 2 times, Joe Azer 3 times, Joe Wilkerson, Johanna Gordon,
John Burgess, John Horton, John McCambridge 2 times, John Oyeyemi 3 times, John Saab, Jonathan Hurley, Caitlin Higgins, Kamal Park, Katarina Sinyuk, Kathleen Pester, Kathy Hessler, and Kathy Pippin. Thank you.
Kathy Rainey, Kathy Shank, Katie Wojtowicz. You say it good.
Now you've made me Wojtowicz.
Katie Wojtowicz.
I don't think I said that right.
2 times,
2 times,
Katie. Kia Evans 4 times. Good job, Kia.
Nice job.
Kelly Daniel, Kelly Snell 2 times, Karen Quo, Kevin Woods, Keisha Washington 2 times. Good job, Keisha. Kieran Marzaria 3 times. Awesome. Lamar Sims, Lamar Woods.
Lon Choi, Laura Suit. We have Laura and Larry Bean.
Woo!
I was waiting for herself.
That was all Larry Bean screaming, not Laura.
That was. Thank you for the woot woot there, Larry. Latoya McCarthy Scott, Leslie DeLeon, Layla Rogoff 2 times, Linda Hurd, Lisa Hill, Lauren Logan, Lulu Jason, Louis Castillo, and Manisha Houchin 2 times.
Marcia Payne, Margaret Ree, Maria Lightly, Mark Millsaps, Mark Tompkins, Martina Burns, Mary Henry, Mary Williams, Masood Hassan, Matt Caudle, Megan Schaaf, and Melinda Bell.
Missy Whittington, Melissa Williams, Mia Chapman, Michelle Gibson in the house with 3 times.
Woo, woo!
We have Michelina Curie, Michelle Longus, Mohammed Malik, Monica Embry, Monira Al-Humad, Mood Asar Jara. Did I say that right?
No.
Mushtaba Buhid, and Maya Grossman. Sorry, my tongue stopped working.
Nancy
The words
Gordon,
stopped
Nancy
coming.
Femright, Nancy McCallum, Nasia Askill, Natalie McCarter 2 times, Nichelle Jeter, Nicole Hatch 2 times, Nitin Guman, OK Adumaga, Rentes Patrick, Nicole Caldwell, Patrick Schnabel.
Peggy Arimlin, Penny Clark, Pino Billy Puxanen, Pudis Wafo 2 times, Kwan Ma, Raheel Farouk, Rahel Amdi, Rahelia Farmand, Rajiv Kapoor 2 times, Rajiv Sharma, Rhonda Campbell, and hey, Richard Bridges 2 times.
There you go.
Nice job.
Oh, he's flexing back there.
Oh, he's flexing.
Were you flexing? I wasn't sure. I'm just kidding.
He's flexing. Flex.
Bob Burr, Roger Tata, Roxanne Falla, Rolf Kratz, Roxanne Southern 6 times.
Oh,
Way to go,
forgot.
Roxanne. Did I skip somebody?
You forgot.
Oh,
Rotanak.
Ratanak Oy, Roy Stevens, Ryoko Shimizu, Saba Wolteji, Salim Abdi, Sarah Gordon, and Shazad Ali.
Shyam Ahad Wani, Sharon Ross, Sherry Young, Sherry L. Little, Shaznana Conaway, Sophia Ellis 2 times, Sonia Bashu, Sonia Lloyd, Sophie Kang, Srinivas Jujuru, Stephanie Diamani, and Stephanie Pierce. Thanks, guys.
Steve Angeline, Steve Tangua, Stephen Benitez, Stephen Lee, Suzanne Frund, Tahir Nassar, Tara Lowe 2 times, Tang Gao, Thaddeus Underwood 2 times, TJ Bennett, Tolson Music, and Tom Saporito.
Tonga Turner 3 times,
Tonga.
Tanya Liu, Tracy Jewell, Travis Levi, Tyler Simmons, Valeria Crespo, Vasa Olson, Vita Rice, Vibs, Sean, and Vibs
Vibs
left. He left. Victoria Zhao 3 times, Viktor Kutsevich 3 times, and Vivian Garcete. Bring us home.
Bringing
friend.
it home strong. Wally Hunt, Will Kelker, William Restepo 2 times, Yama Abasi, Yan Chen, Yusar Al-Mukhtar, Zach Gregor 2 times, and Zudi Tulu 2
and
times.
Yvette Lawless.
Oh, and Yvette Lawless.
Congratulations,
Thank
you guys.
you so
Thank
much
you so much.
for all your support. Guys, in closing, thank you for all your hard work, for your support of Samson Properties and Cardinal Title Group. I'd encourage you to hop in. If you don't feel clear and good about the settlement stuff yet, hop into the Zoom webinar at 1 o'clock today. We're here for each other. We're all going to get through this. We're just excited about a great spring market. Lots of exciting stuff going on. Hop into classes and hop into each other, and let's continue to drive forward.
Hop into each other.
You know what I'm saying.
hop into all the Zooms and all the trainings. You guys have a fantastic spring and get out and enjoy all the blooming.
And go Bolts. See ya.
Take care. Bye-bye.